Buying a home is a big decision, and one of the most common questions people ask is, should I buy now or should I wait? And that's a fair question. And honestly, sometimes waiting is the right decision. If your finances are not ready, your job situation is uncertain, or you're not clear on where you want to be, waiting can be wise. But I want to talk about in this video is the real cost of waiting, because waiting does have a cost, and it's not always just about money. Hi, my name is Corinne Stanton, and I'm a realtor with Silvercreek Realty Group here in the Treasure Valley. I help buyers and homeowners think through real estate decisions with clarity, good information, and no pressure. So let's walk through a few things to think about if you're wondering whether to buy now or wait. The first cost of waiting is rent. If you're currently renting, every month you wait is another month of rent going to somebody else's mortgage. Now, that doesn't automatically mean you should rush out and buy a house. Renting can make sense for certain seasons in life. But if your long-term goal is home ownership, it's worth asking, how much will I spend in rent over the next 6 months, 12 months, 2 years while I'm waiting? Sometimes when people see that number, it really helps them think more clearly about whether waiting is actually helping them or just keeping them stuck. The second cost of waiting is possible home price changes. Home prices can go up, down, or flatten depending on the market, location, price range, and overall economy. Nobody can perfectly predict the market. But if prices rise while you're waiting, the same home may cost you more later. That could mean a higher purchase price, a higher down payment, or a higher monthly payment. The important thing is not to panic. The important thing is to understand what could happen and make your decision based on real numbers, not fear. The third cost of waiting is interest rates. Interest rates matter because they affect your monthly payment. A change in rates can make the same home feel more or less affordable, even if the price of the home does not change. A lot of buyers wait because they hope rates will come down, and they might, but they also might not move exactly when or how we want them to. So the better question is not, can I perfectly time the rate? The better question is, what payment is comfortable for my life right now, and what are my options if rates change later? That's where a good, clear decision-making conversation with a lender can really help. The fourth cost of waiting is inventory. The homes available today may not be the same homes available later. Sometimes buyers wait because they think they'll have more options in the future, and sometimes they do. But sometimes the home that fits their life, their budget, commute, school needs, or even family situation is available now and gone later. Again, this doesn't mean you should rush. It just means that waiting can affect not only what you pay, but what your choices are. The fifth cost of waiting is lifestyle. And this one gets overlooked a lot, but it matters. Maybe you're waiting while living in a rental that feels too small. Maybe you need a yard for your kids or your dog. Maybe your commute is wearing you down. Maybe you want more stability. Maybe you're tired of moving every time a lease changes. Or maybe you just want to paint the walls, plant a garden, host a family, or simply feel settled. Those things are hard to measure on a spreadsheet, but boy, do they matter. A home is not just a financial decision, it's a lifestyle decision. So when you're thinking about whether to buy now or wait, don't only ask, what could happen with the market? Also ask, what is waiting costing me in my daily life? Now, I want to be very clear. Waiting can absolutely be the right choice. If buying would stretch you too thin, if you don't have enough savings, if you're not sure if you'll stay in the area, or if your life is in transition, it may make sense to pause and make a plan. The goal is not to rush. The goal is clarity. A good first step is simply to understand your numbers, your timeline, and your options. You don't have to commit to buying a home just because you ask questions. You can talk with a lender. You can learn what price range fits your life. You can understand how much money you might need. You can get clear on what kind of home would actually make sense to you. Then you can decide whether now is the right time or whether waiting is the better plan. And if you're currently renting and wondering what it would take to move forward towards home ownership, I also have a free guide called From Renting to Ownership, a Home Buyer's Guide. It walks through the process in a simple way, and I'd be happy to email it to me. So if you're thinking about buying in Boise, Meridian, Nampa, anywhere in the Treasure Valley, and you're wondering whether to buy now or wait, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help you think through the questions, understand the process, and make the decision that's right for you. Again, I'm Corinne Stanton with Silvercreek Realty Group, and I'll see you in the next